You can now build a house from a catalog. Yes, you can. CMHC's got some new stuff coming out I'm going to talk about. Mark Carney, Oktoberfest, Doug Ford, not Bucket Beer, Doug Ford, Oceans and Fisheries, and trains. I've got those stories and more starting right now. This is KW Real Estate News and Views for the week of October 20th. Yes, you heard that right at the start. I said you can build via a catalog. This is a new initiative from Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. It's part of Mark Carney's new initiative, that $13 billion kickstart I talked about a few episodes ago to get housing built on scale and quickly across the country. One of the things that's a bit of a bottleneck with developing properties is you've got to go get plans drawn up by an architect or someone else who's certified that they can sign off on plans. Those plans have to be taken to the planning department and they've got to get approved with a rubber stamp. That takes time, that takes money. So CMHC has got a brand new catalog of 50 designs. They are planned out for every province in the country, so you can build in Nunavut or you can build down here. They're province specific. And these things are for triplexes, quads, the accessory dwelling units people are putting on their properties. And they're also designed to be built with wood frame construction. That's try to bring Canadian lumber, which is getting punished by Trump, to give them a bit of a break. Anyways, it's a fantastic idea because it bypasses the whole process I just mentioned about having to get this stuff approved. What's going on right now? These 50 plans, they've had about 15 municipalities across the country who have already said, yeah, we're going to sign on and do this. And why I'm mentioning this is locally, Kitchener was one of those communities. Waterloo, they haven't done it. Guelph hasn't done it. Cambridge hasn't done it, but Kitchener has. And CMHC is trying to get a ton of communities across the country to rubber stamp and pre-approve these 50 plans. That way, if a developer wants to come in and say, hey, I want to build something, it cuts a little bit of the red tape out. It cuts a little bit of the expense out. And that's the whole idea, is to try to get things kickstarted, get people building. I think it's a fantastic initiative. So we got that story out of the way. Now, continuing on with Mark Carney, and this is crazy because I was there in the summer. Oktoberfest here in Kitchener-Waterloo, it just closed down last week. For you guys who don't know, second biggest beer fest in the entire world aside from Germany. And I've been many times. I've also been to the Metro Tavern many times, but I hadn't been for, I'm going to say 15, 20 years. I was there in the summer and the schnitzel's absolutely amazing. Anyways, Prime Minister Carney showed up there last week, and here's a bunch of pictures from the photo op with the staff. It's amazing schnitzel. I think it's fun that he was there. And go to the Metro Tavern. It's down by the Via station on Victoria, and it is yummy. They've got about seven different kinds of schnitzel. Now, I mentioned Bucket Beer, Doug Ford. Well, anyways, Doug Ford seems to like beer, but this isn't tied into Oktoberfest. This is Doug Ford tied into Department of Oceans and Fisheries, which is crazy, but I'll explain. So for the past 40 years, everybody in Kitchener, Waterloo, and Guelph is going, oh my God, Highway 7, it's a nightmare, because it is. And there's been a talk about them building a new one to Guelph. Well, I'm old, and it's 40 years of me hearing that, so this is still going on. Apparently, though, they've crossed this big milestone or hurdle with Department of Ocean and Fisheries. I'm assuming it's a bridge across the Grand River. That's the only thing that makes sense. Anyways, that passed. So they're going, yeah, we're going to get this done. So anyways, don't hold your hats, folks, because I think it might be another 15 years, but it's progress, I guess. Anyways, on that note, though, Doug Ford's done something good this time. They've got Weekend Go train coming to Kitchener. The Transportation Minister announced that. That's fantastic. Nobody wants to be stuck on the 401. My God, it's a nightmare. I can't stand driving into Toronto. You can come and go into the city now via the train on the weekend. You can listen to music. You can work. This is a great idea. They need more of this. So really, really nice to hear that they're doing that. And lastly, I just wanted to finish up with the local scene again. A couple episodes ago, a few months back, I've been saying this market's slow. I like being right. It's a lucky guess. It feels slow. Anyways, it is slow. Prices haven't really budged at all from August. I mean, within 10 grand, 15 grand up and down. It's flat. It's flat and it is slow. There's tons of inventory on the market. That's what's going on. And buyers, if the homes are really nice, you're still seeing bidding wars because those properties are desirable. One of my competitors, he had one last week, 27 offers. A couple we were interested in. My clients we didn't bid, but I've seen ones with 5 and 6 offers. These are nice houses. The stuff that's sitting is overpriced, even if it's nice. And I can tell you this, if you're thinking of listing your house and you price too high, you are shooting yourself right in the foot. Don't do it. It's not working in this market. The buyers are in command of what's going on right now. Anyways, that's all I got for you. If you need some real estate help or you want to check out listings, I'm going to put a bunch of links up for my website. I've got listings right from realtor.ca on my site. There's 3,000 of them there right now because there's lots of inventory. All kinds of great information on schools, neighborhoods, how to buy a house, how to sell a house. I'll put all the links in the comments at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching and have yourself a phenomenal day.